So it is August 1989. I'm 5 years old, growing up in Long Beach, California. A very eager 5-year-old, very ready to start kindergarten. And it's a Saturday morning. I've been at the beach all day with my mom and my sister. And we get home, and my dad has, for the day, borrowed from friends a video camera, because he's like considering making the big investment in a video camera. But at the time, it's not like something convenient like this. It's like you put in the VHS tape and carry it on a shoulder, like the boom boxes we were also carrying around in 1989. But so he's walking around, and he has been, for the entire day that we're at the beach, zooming in and out on like urns and the piano and like the couch that nobody's sitting on, and he's been walking around the house filming. And so like kids get home and he's like, yay, things moving, go. And he sends us on our bikes and puts us in the street, which is great. We live on a cul-de-sac, and so there's like not really traffic, and so we're out and we're biking around. And I've been at the beach, and so I'm wearing like my bright blue Smurf bathing suit with my high top sneakers and my helmet, of course, because my parents are safe. And I'm a slightly precocious 5-year-old, and I'm riding around, and my dad is videotaping my sister and I, and you can hear in the video me going, "Look, Dad, no hands." And my mom saying, "Sweetie, no, don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself." And because I'm a little cheeky, "No, I won't, Mom." And then you hear a screech and a scream, and then like the chaos of a dad who doesn't know how to use a video camera as he like pans over to his 5-year-old on the sidewalk, face kind of in the curb and chin slightly torn apart and missing, because I've got like a rock that got caught in the front tire and stopped the front tire, and I flew over the handlebars and flew for a moment, which is cool, but landed in the sidewalk and have gravel and everything stuck in my face. And so my mom is like rushing and taking care of me, and the video is like my dad zooming, right? Because he's like figuring it out. And so he's like hovering, and my mom's yelling at him, and we end up at the hospital. And now here's the context for those of you who don't know Long Beach, California in 1989. We're at Long Beach Memorial. And I'm immediately greeted by the doctor, who has agreed to do like facial reconstructive surgery on a 5-year-old, which was bold. And he comes in and he introduces himself, and then he asks if it's okay if he comes right back, because somebody was not wearing their seatbelt when they were driving, and we know how unsafe that is. And so, yeah, okay, go take care of the guy who wasn't wearing a seatbelt. And it's like an hour later, and they come in, and I'm crying, and it really hurts. And so they give my mom what turns out to be liquid cocaine as a Novocaine sort of pain reliever. So she's got like 6 of those rubber gloves on, and she's sitting there holding it, and she's hanging tight, and I'm hanging tight, and it doesn't hurt anymore, so I'm great. And the doctor walks in just to check on me, and has it stopped hurting? Yeah, because when it stops hurting, we can irrigate it. And so they start irrigating it, and there's water pouring down my face and all over my shirt, and I'm a precocious 5-year-old, so I'm like, "Wouldn't it really great of me to wear my bathing suit for you, because now my shirt's not wet?" Like, the doctor's looking at my mom like, "Is she normally like this, or is this the, you know?" And my mom's like, "No, it's normal." So she's wearing it in 5 gloves and holding Novocaine, and then she passes out. And so then, like, she's on a table, and Dad takes over, and Dad's got 5 gloves, and he's holding the Novocaine, and the doctor comes back in and explains that somebody has a kitchen knife in their chest, and is it okay if he maybe takes care of them first? I'm like, yeah, that's great. And so, like, he goes off, and you know, we're still hanging out in the waiting room, and my dad is, like, taking over, and he's starting to look a little woozy, and 5. And so they're, like, continuing to medicate me, and finally the doctor comes back in, and he's like, "We got one more guy who just came in, and he was a gun." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's almost 9 o'clock, and I'm up too late." And so he's like, all right. So they do the stitches, and I end up with, like, double rows. It's about 16 stitches in 2 layers with a massive chin patch, which is really cool. But when the pain from the stitches stops and I'm finally home, it's like 2 days later, I tell my mom that there's still gravel in my mouth. She's like, "No, sweetie, we got it all out, and it was outside your face." I'm like, "No, there's still gravel in my mouth, Mom." And she has me open up, and this is like the first time I've opened my mouth in like a week, and she looks, and all of my molars are also cracked because the impact of hitting the pavement caused all of my back teeth to crack. And not only my back teeth, but like the front 2 teeth, which are baby teeth still, but like still like front 2 teeth have massive cracks up the front of them. So then we go to the dentist. So we're at the dentist, and they're doing the whole thing, and they're explaining it, and he's slightly limited about what he can do because I have, like, the chin patch and the double layer of stitches, and so we end up with gold caps on all of the back teeth, and I'm pretty bummed at this point because kindergarten was going to be really cool, and he's like, but, you know, it's okay. So there's gold caps on the back teeth, and then he tells me that there's going to be gold caps on the front teeth. And he said, but it's okay, because you're going to have a really cool school photo.